Hi. Um, Today is my first recording for my podcast, Soul Talk. I wanted to explain a little bit about why I decided to create this podcast and what the discussions and hosts will be. Like who will be on, who will be joining, what topics we'll be going over. So Soul Talk is about uncovering the illusions of this world and allowing us to live freely without the illusions blocking us. It's about being our multidimensional selves, how to use co-creation to create your world around you and help humanity as a whole. It's about figuring out your own technique that works best for you and how to prevent blocks, how to unblock. We will also be doing healing. We'll be doing soul upgrades. We will be doing DNA activations, all the above. The interviews or co-hosts that will be joining me will be people with the same vibration. We will discuss, how they woke up, started to see more clearly, like if there was like an incident that happened, or did they always just know, like what caused them to see what their beliefs are. We'll go over all kinds of topics, and belief systems. But basically, we're going to talk about the core, universal being that we are, who we are, where we came from, how I know this, and everything beyond, and everything and beyond, and in between. This is a friendly podcast, but the subjects will be deep. There's a lot of learning material that will be given. And a little bit about myself. My name's Sandy. I live in Rhode Island. And I would like to say that looking back on my life, I've always known. I have always, ever since I was a small child, questioned the beliefs and the system and the things that were told to me to believe, like in school, religion. I just questioned it because in my mind, it didn't make any sense whatsoever. I would just be looking at these adults like, what are you talking about? Like, none of this makes any sense to me. How can you be actually believing it? I mean, from a small child, I used to have these thoughts in my head, like, no, that's not real. And I, unknowingly, by questioning, was led to the things that would help me understand and see the truth. Along with the many, many challenges and lessons that I came here to overcome, that also helped me to trust in the universal power that we are in ourselves, and to not look outwards, to always look inwards. And this has been a journey unlike any other journey. And I've known for a long time that I was here, that I was awake before a lot of people, because when this time happened, there needed to be people here to guide those who are waking up. And right now, it seems like everybody is waking up all at the same time. And so I feel that this is the time that this podcast is needed the most, so that you know that you're not crazy, that your feelings and the things that are happening to you aren't crazy, no matter what people around you say, that the visions that you have in it having are real. The communications that with the other earthly beings, your soul family, they're real. All that stuff, it's real. It's always been there. You just couldn't hear it. We're going to talk a little bit about that next week. I'm going to be having my friend Rachel Preach join me, and we're going to discuss a lot of this stuff that's going on right now in the world. Fear. It is an illusion, for one. The only true feeling is love. Everything else is created. Everything else is created by the illusions of this world. And they have used that to control us for so long. And it's time to let that go. It's time for humanity to realize and let it go. It's as easy as that. It really is. I mean, if you could know that you were always taken care of, that you always got what you wanted, that your life was always easy, that you didn't have to struggle, you didn't have to worry about things, because all you had to do was ask, would you do it? Because that's really how it is. Ask and you shall receive. And I'm not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person. I do believe that Jesus came here and reigned, and he tried to help those less fortunate and show them the way. I do believe that. I have always felt a very deep connection with Jesus. Archangels, Michael, Metatron, they have given me activations. So I do believe in other beings. I believe there's other beings out there in the universe that have been here all along. There's some good, some bad. I believe that there's, light workers here that aren't from this planet, that are here to help raise the vibration of the planet, to hold the vibration. But right now, where the world is, and all you see is chaos everywhere, That's because the the weight, the weight of the scale was way up here. And all these people who thought they had the money, they had all this stuff, they had it made. The scale's been dropping slowly and they couldn't feel it. And now it's gotten to the point where it's almost even and it's actually starting to go down. And so now they're in panic mode. They're in panic mode. And so they're trying whatever they can to keep everyone where they're at, to stay blind, to follow the crowd. But it's not going to happen. It's already been written. The shift has already happened. And it's going to shift everything that we believe in. It's going to shift everything. And those that are already awake are going to get more information and more direct guidance, more clearly, because there'll be nothing in the way. And I'm so excited about this time because what I've always known is becoming a reality. And I didn't think that I would be here at this time. I didn't think that I was actually going to be here when this all happened, but I am. And I was part of the reason why, because I always held that vibration that Mother Earth needed to be able to get to this point. I just want to say, I love you all. And I can see the future. And there's nothing to be afraid of. Everything that they're saying, October 2nd, the solar flare, the end of the world, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a wave of energy that is used to finally tip that scale and then going down, down, down. And then there will be more of us than there is of them. And they already know what's coming. They do. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited that I finally did this, that I have a way to reach everybody. And I'm so proud of all of you here waking up, all of you here to help humanity. Everybody that is choosing. And that's the choice here. I mean, that's the word here. You're choosing not to follow. Even if you are afraid, you're still choosing not to follow. And you have no idea how important and how much that means to Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandfather Moon. They are holding you. Like, you're doing this even though you're afraid, because you know. And you need to congratulate yourself, pat yourself in the back, and love yourself. Take the rest and the time that you need right now, if your body is tired, if your mind is tired, rest, because there'll be no resting after this. But it'll be a breeze. Because everything is going to be right there before you even ask. And that's how much the time has sped up. The time that you ask for something and the time that you get it is no longer lifetimes. It's no longer months or years. It's now. You ask and you shall receive. And they're going to guide you. So when you have a spirit team that's guiding you, you think they're not going to provide what you need? They are. So again, my name is Sandy. I go by Humanity Healer on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Humanity Healer. I have a couple Facebook group pages. Facebook groups. One is Humanity Healer, just to help spread the word, just like this podcast. I also have a free psychic development group by Humanity Healer, and I have a spiritual nomads group, and that's for the people that are ready to actually let everything go and start showing the rest of the world that we don't need anybody outside of us. We don't need the big banks. We don't need the government. We don't need any of that. Because if enough of us come together, I mean, worldwide, enough of us come together, and everybody gave $20, we can buy our own island. And everybody's skills will be worth just as much as the next person. So if you're a farmer, your skill is going to be just as important as the doctor we have on the island. If you're a chemist, if you are a builder, if you are a chef, whatever you are, will be just as important as everybody else's skills, because you cannot run a community without every single person, without every single person's contribution to that community, society. There should be no levels. It should be what makes you happy. That's your gift. But it shouldn't be that if you're a painter or if you're creative, that your gift is less than somebody who is really good at math and can solve all these problems, because the world needs creativity. What would this world look like if there wasn't creativity? Creative people. So think about that. And just start asking for what you desire. Because it is against universal law for anybody on this side or the next to step in and do something without your permission. It's called free will. So even your spirit team is not going to help you or give you what you need unless you ask them. So if you don't know what it is, then ask them to show you what you need. I look forward to the many, many, many discussions that we're going to have together. And I hope everybody listens. Thank you. That's Humanity Healing with Soul Talk. Bye.